Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week 34 of the year 2023. And this is from the 21st till the 27th of August. A very important week. Why? Because Mercury is turning retrograde, and that's something which is very, very important. Any planet which turns retrograde is an important phenomenon. It's a regular phenomena, thrice or maybe 4 times in a year, Mercury turns retrograde. And another highlight is that Saturn in retrogression is coming back to the Sagittarius Navamsha, that is the D9. In the D9 chart, Saturn was in Capricorn. And after this, now it is going to be touching upon Sagittarius sign, a very important transit again. And we do have Mercury turning getting combust also, though combustion is not as important phenomena as compared to retrograde phenomena. So what am I going to be discussing this week? In the initial summary part, I'll be explaining the transit positions and what do they mean. And it is based on the moon's interaction with all the other planets. So moon will be transiting through the 3 zodiac signs as always, that is Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, is forming an exchange between Venus. There's an exchange between Venus and moon also. And please do stay tuned if you really want to understand what exactly does this transit mean to you all. And if at all you want to understand what is, the predictive, so you have to what is there in store for everybody. So you have to wait for the letter segment where I will be sharing with you my insights on the predictions on the 12 signs based on ascendant or moon sign or the Dasha sign wise. I will be explaining that as well, that how I see. All right, so let me start sharing the screen and show you what exactly is happening in the sky. And I use these 2 kundlis so that you can, have a clear view about what exactly is happening in the sky. So this is a very important and an easy way to understand what exactly is the sky looking like. So here, if you can see, we have, let me explain it to you. We do have Mercury's combustion. And I must tell you that Mercury is going to be combust for 24 days from the 22nd of August till the 15th of September. Now, what is combustion? Basically, when any planet comes in the close vicinity to Sun. Now, Mercury and Venus are the only planets which at the, same time can get retrograde as well as combust. So none of the planets can turn retrograde and and combust at the same time. Combustion is when they are close to the sun, and retrograde is when they are far from sun. So Mercury being in the same sign ruled by sun, it's going to be in the closest vicinity to sun on the 22nd of August, and it is going to be till the 15th of September in combustion also. Alongside, it is going to be in retrogression, and that's going to be happening from the 24th of August till the 16th of September at 27 degrees 37 minutes. As you can see, this is the chart of 21st of August. So it is going to be till the 13 degrees 50 minutes, because in reverse, when a planet is moving, it will go backwards only, right? So it has to go down in degrees also. So that is something which is going to be a very important, phenomena, because at the same time, Mercury is turning combust also. So when you are, combustion is basically, when you are getting low on your own energies and you're deriving energies from someone else. Suppose there is a business which is ruled by the father and the son. So the father is taking the limelight and father is taking the lead, and sun is always sidelined. So that is the combustion. Retrogression is the son cannot go and live away from the father also. So he has to come back to the father. In a very simple language, the combustion as well as retrogression is combined together. And Sun and Mercury are, as it is, in the cabinet, in the planetary cabinet, the Sun is the king and Mercury is the prince. So they have to be together. That is why Mercury derives his light from Sun and cannot move away from Sun as well. Though all the planets do that, but Mercury is the one which is always found closer to Sun. And so is Venus, as you all know. Right now, all the planets, the inner planets, are very close to Sun, because Venus is also in retrogression near this Sun, as you can see, and Mercury's as well, and Mars as well. So these 3 planets are forming a very connection, the strong connection, because Mercury is in Leo sign ruled by Sun, and Venus is retrograde and is closer to Sun. Mars is in Virgo sign, which is again Mercury's sign. So this is also a very strong connection which is being formed. Also, we have Saturn getting into the Navamsha. Now, there is no Navamsha chart here, but Navamsha means the ninth part of a chart. So suppose it is when a particular Rashi is of 30 degrees, a particular sign is of 30 degrees. So we divide it into 9 parts and we get to the Navamsha. So that is the ninth part, the luck, basically the luck house that we see from the Navamsha Kundli, also how our luck is going to play out. So that's also a very important chart. So when we talk about the Navamsha Kundli, Saturn was in Capricorn Navamsha. It was in Capricorn earlier, then it was in Capricorn Navamsha. So now, it is going to be out of that, and Capricorn people will feel a little relaxed. And now it's going to be in the Sagittarius Navamsha. Now, Sagittarius people will feel the results even more. They might just experience slowdown. They might feel that there is a lot of obstacles, hurdles, delays, frustrations forming. So you have to be little relaxed. Wherever you have to cool down, you have to be calm, because this is going to be from the Saturn in the Sagittarius Navamsha from the 23rd of August till the 16th October. And very important one, wherever your Sagittarius sign is, you will experience that Saturn is present there, not just in Aquarius sign, but also your Sagittarius is going to get impacted or get activated, or slowdown is felt wherever your Sagittarius sign is related to that particular zone. I will be in my predictive sharing with you my insights on the Sagittarius sign also, whenever I will be sharing on the 12 sign predictions. That will make things very clear. Now, we do have moon's ingress, and moon is going to be in Libra sign on the 21st latter half, that is in the evening-ish. It will enter Libra Navamsha, Libra sign, sorry. And it's going to be conjunct Ketu. As you can see, it's going to be in exchange with Venus, because Venus is in the Cancer sign ruled by moon, and Venus is the ruler of Libra sign where moon is going to be. So there's an exchange between moon and Venus. So you will experience a lot of emotions during this time, related to your relationships. You will be more emotional. So that's what because moon will be in its own space and Venus in its own space. So all of that, but economy wise, it's not a good combination, which is going to impact us all for these 2 quarter days. So that is from the 21st latter half till the 23rd midnight. And there is a Saturn also in trine. Can you see? So this is a very important, moon's ingress also. Moon will be transiting through the Scorpio sign then, on the 24th and the 25th. And it is going to be forming a trinal connection with Venus over here. Venus will be in trine, and Mars is also going to be aspecting. Though Mars is going to be aspecting in Sagittarius sign. So Mars's sign, it is going to be, that is the debilitation sign, and then moves into the Sagittarius sign where Mars is also going to be aspecting. Rahu is aspecting, Jupiter is aspecting this moon. That is going to be on the 26th and 27th, and it's going to be in trine to Sun and Mercury also. Trinal aspects we should always take into account if you're following the Nari techniques. All right. So this is what is going to be happening. I'm sorry, I don't use too much of South Indian Kundli. So that is why I don't make all the, drawings on the South Indian chart. So please pardon me, the ones who are very much following the North Indian chart. You can just superimpose the drawings on this, and you can understand what exactly the moon's positions are. So you will get to know if you are an astrologer. This is basically the summary part is for the enthusiasts who are into astrology and all. It's not for the layman. I'm sorry. If you're getting bored, please, you can switch to your timestamp and go to your reading straight away, because this is something that is very important. As an astrologer, I have to impart my knowledge, whatever I have derived or earned in this lifetime of 30 years of experience. I don't want to go away without giving my knowledge, free-flowing knowledge. So please grab it, because these are the transit positions which have been studied over a period of time, time immemorial. In fact, I have been studying these. So you must understand that I cannot, go away without explaining what is happening in the sky. So moon's ingress is very important because moon will tell you your mental state. So whenever moon is interacting with the other planets, it gives you, it changes you, your mood changes, you might just get aggressive whenever Mars comes into play, Ketu comes into play, you might get anxious. When moon is forming a connection with Venus, you might feel romantic, you might feel very sexually agile. There is then sun is like sun and moon combination makes you feel low, and many suicides have taken place when sun and moon are together or opposite each other. That is Purnima and Amavasya, full moon and new moon times. So sun and moon's interaction is very, very, very precarious also at the same time. Mercury and moon means that you're very logical at that time. You feel that you want to do something very concrete. Jupiter and moon means it's going to be interacting, when it's interacting with Jupiter, and moon's interaction with Jupiter is also very, it gives you wisdom, it gives you growth. You think about future in a very, different way. You feel spiritually inclined also. So all of these are very, good connections that we come up with every day. And that's the reason every day is so different. Okay, so let's not get into the depth of it too much. I must tell you one more thing, that we have a Sarvartha Siddhi Yoga on the 24th and the 25th. 24th early morning till the 25th early morning. So if you want to do some auspicious tasks, you should take up 24th and 25th as auspicious timing. So it's Anuradha Nakshatra and a Thursday. So it's considered to be very good. So you can just change your timing as per your zone. If you are supposed to do something auspicious, so please go back. If you are in the west from India, if you are in east from India, just go ahead from these timings. Then we have on 27th, Moola Nakshatra plus Sunday, 6 a.m. to 7:16 a.m. So for 1 hour, 16 minutes, we do have Sarvartha Siddhi Yoga. So you can perform any auspicious activities if you want to. If you want to wear a ring, which is as per your gemstone, you can wear that also. It's a good yoga. And if you want to perform any kind of rituals, you can do that. Any kind of starting of education, you want to open a book, you want to read it, etc. So you can start. These are the auspicious, yogas. We should follow them because we are Vedic astrologers. So we do have to understand the yogas well. So this is Sarvartha Siddhi Yoga. That means from all the angles you will get, you will achieve, you will be an achiever. So make sure if you want to do anything, 24th, 25th, and 27th are actually the auspicious days. So that will really be wonderful if you want to do in general, if we see, because when we don't get Mahurata, and being a Kali Yuga, we don't get, because the planetary positions are such that we don't get 100% clear on Mahurata, a good auspicious timing. So that's the reason, we have to see how, we can do the rituals, etc., or anything auspicious when there are certain yogas like Guru Pushya Yoga, Tri Pushkara Yoga, Dvi Pushkara Yoga. Then we have Sarvartha Siddhi Yoga. So these are the yogas that we shortlist. We have the dates when we have to do the Tatkalik Mahurata. That means immediately we want to do something and we can't wait. So these are very auspicious timings. So I just gave it because somebody had asked last time. So I just thought I'll incorporate this also so that you can do the auspicious tasks at your disposal. You have the dates. All right. So these are the predictions based on ascendant, moon, and your Dasha. Okay. So Dasha is what? Dasha sign means that when you were born, you started with some Dasha. Okay, so when you see it's a timeline, then you go and your age, and then your Dasha changes, and that's the reason, all the Dashas, all the timelines are different, and that's why you experience different results in the different timelines. So that's very important. So when we discuss about the Dasha sign wise predictions, it means that the results will be felt even more if you see from your current timeline. Suppose you are in your Venus Dasha, which is for 20 years. So see where your Antara Dasha Lord is. Suppose you are in Venus Saturn period, sub-period. So make Saturn sign. Suppose Saturn is in Scorpio sign. Okay. So make Scorpio your ascendant and see where the positions of the planets are. So you will get more results related to that particular sign even more. Because you know, ascendant, there are so many people who are born under one ascendant. There are so many people who are born under so many moon sign also. What about your personal chart? So the dasha cannot be the same for everybody. So make your dasha your first house and see. Now, your question will be how we can find out what dasha we are in. Take up any app. You can take Drik Panchang, you can take Cosmic Insights, you can take Astro Sage. There are so many apps. You can download any of that. Kundli is there, which is free and which is like you don't need any internet connection also. So you can just write your data, like your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth, and then you will, under the dasha sequence, you can just tap and you will get the dasha, current dasha, and antra dasha. So see where your antra dasha lord is. Suppose it's Saturn. So see where Saturn, in which box it is seated. So you will get to know that, okay, Saturn is seated in my Aquarius. Suppose it is in Aquarius, 11 number. So just make 11 number your first house and then see. First house means that the counting will start from 11 number. So this will be your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, so on and so forth. So that's how we have to see. So if you know this, then definitely you are sorted. All right. So let's start with the predictive, and it's always the Aries sign first. All right. So for Aries natives, not many changes happening this week. Moon is going to be in Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Mercury is combust and retrograde. And we do have Saturn transiting through your 9th house, Navamsha. Okay. So now, first of all, you have to stay very calm. If you are starting something new, please do it before your Mercury turns retrograde. It is going to be turning retrograde on the 24th of August till the 16th of September. It is your 3rd house lord, 6th house lord. So no luck in litigation, any kind of loans if you have taken, if you're thinking of building a place, your house, or you're thinking of any travels, major journeys you're taking up. So you have to just plan everything really well. If you can defer your plans, you can do so. Perfect. If you can't, so just give it some time. This shall also pass, of course. I'm not saying that you have to defer everything completely. If you have to do it, you have to do it. But I'm just saying that just redo things, revise things. If you have to sign any papers, redo everything well. Be aware of whatever you're doing. Your luck is definitely by your side. Whatever you have to take up this week, this will be in your favor. And any kind of new education plans that you have already been thinking of, that will also definitely happen. And any kind of relationship, you're having issues in relationship, you will get them sorted as well. Some kind of happiness, pleasure, because moons ingress is good in 1, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11 houses. So 7th house transit is good. 8th and 9th house, I will not say it is that great, but you will definitely get the ideas how you can make money out of money, how you can get into more, avenues will be open, how you can get into the business, how you can generate more funds. All of that you will be experiencing this week. You might just come across somebody from the overseas who might just help you out with your business, or somebody who you have been waiting for as far as your relationship is concerned. So somebody will come into your life who will give you that kind of support as well. Saturn is also going to be in the Navamsha of Sagittarius. So it will slow down your maybe any kind of educational plans, or you might just shift from whatever you have been thinking of doing. So you might just get that delayed, because Saturn is in the 9th house of yours in Navamsha. So you bring that Navamsha, superimpose it here. So this is something which might just give you a little bit of frustration here and there. Your time to meet the right kind of person, guru, is also awaited. So you will come across somebody who will guide you through, and who will actually help you out in your process of learning also. We do have to be careful on the 18th, 19th, 21st and 22nd. You have to be little extra, I would say, alert at the place of work. Maybe people will be, conspiring against you and say something wrong. And that is something which might just bring about some irritability at the place of work also. So just stay calm. That's what I can just, guide you through, because there will be somebody who might just supersede. The workload might increase, and it might just cause a little bit of frustration here and there, but it is definitely very good for your reputation. So if you are keeping your cool, then definitely it is good. If you lose your cool and you have a heated argument with somebody, then this is going to lead to consequences. So you have to figure that out, how you can be a little relaxed and calm. Your Venus is retrograde, Mercury is also retrograde, and Saturn is retrograde, and Jupiter is also turning retrograde next month. So there are so many planets in retrogression. 4 planets will be retrograde together next month. But at the same time, when there are retrogrades, you do get to review so many things. You get to relax also, rejuvenate also. At the same time, you will be able to review whatever you have been doing, rather than, just jumping into conclusion, because it is a slowing process. You might just experience that things are taking time to complete. So you have to take it all easy. Okay. With children, of course, there will be some, some kind of back and forth in their education plan. If you are a student yourself, you have to review, rethink about your, subjects that you have to pick and choose. Some competition success, you will get it is little delayed. So that can also cause some frustration. Creative abilities are definitely going to be very much enhanced. You will be working into putting more effort into whatever you have in hand. So this is a beautiful week for you to start with. And in the middle of the week, of course, you have to just lie low. I would say don't give into things so easily. Sudden mental agony might just be there, might surround you. So you might just have to work on your mental setup. You don't have to jump into conclusions, and don't be over suspicious, and just have faith in yourself. Okay, things will definitely work. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. And I must tell you, these are all live sessions. If at all you can do the timestamps, I'll be really glad, because it takes time to upload the video. So I will be doing the timestamps a little later. So if you can help me out, perfect. It's actually helping your co-audience. It'll be good, because they keep looking for their signs. And the initial summary part, if you can just, do the timestamps for that, it is really important if people get that knowledge also. For Taurus natives, let's start with the Taurus reading. So for Taurus natives, Moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. There's an exchange between Venus and Moon for 2 quarter days, to start with, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd also. 21st, in fact, in the evening. And then we do have Moon transit through the debilitation sign in the 7th house, and then the 8th house also. For Taurus natives, it's actually back-to-back 2 houses, which are not that great, because Scorpio sign is in your 7th house and the 8th house also. So that is why, you have 5 days, you have to go through a lot of issues to work through. Mercury is turning retrograde. Venus is already your Lagnesh in retrogression in the 3rd house. So this is going to bring about a lot of back and forth in your thought process. You're maybe thinking of a house change, you're thinking of a job change, and it's not working. So you are going to be taking a little more time, because this is going to be a delayed kind of a process for you with so many retrogrades. The process is going to be a little frustrating also. Whenever Lagnesh is retrograde, it brings about a lot of changes, and slows the process, and it's quite frustrating at times. Venus retrograde means that it is going to give you complications in relationships also. So you have to be very cautious about your relationship. Don't give up on anybody like that. And do not get into the separative mode all of a sudden, because this will be this week will give you that kind of inclination even more, because moon is going to be with Ketu, and it is going to be hemmed between Mars and Ketu also to start with. So this might just bring about some irritability in relationship, health issue also, and it might just bring about some litigation, loans as well. So you will have to go through all of that to start with. And then, of course, you might just mellow down a bit, but still it is going to be a little, tough for you to handle the situation at home. You might just be going out with your family for dinner, and it might just give you some digestive trouble also. So take care when you are dining out. So take care of your health as well. And this will bring about some changes in your financials also. You might be thinking of changing the way you think about your earnings and savings, and you might just change the stream, whatever you're doing, because Mercury, when turns retrograde, thought process also starts getting into that zone when you are thinking a lot, or rethinking, I would say. You're replanning whatever your strategies were earlier. Now you're going to be replanning everything really well. So rethink about whatever you have been already planning in the past. So this will give you good results, in fact. And we do have a Mercury combustion also, which is happening. So you have to be a little more logical. Don't depend on others. Just think whatever you can do by yourself, depend on yourself, depend on your gut, and things will definitely be positive and working your way. Moon is going to be in the 8th house, lastly, as I said. So the 8th house is something which will give you some rough attitude, suspicious, some mental agony you have to go through towards the end of the week. So just take good care of your health and mental health also, and digestive system, as I said. We do have a Mars. I will be making a separate video. I have not made many videos in the past. I've been keeping busy. So Mars is also in your Virgo sign. Mars is not a friendly graha any which ways, and it is also causing a lot of trouble in the 5th house with the children. If at all you have been experiencing in your love relationship also, you have been experiencing a lot of misunderstanding because of this Mars here. But it brings you closer physically with your partner, because Mars here is very, very creative in your physical desires. So you will be definitely getting attached to your partner even more, but at the same time, very aggressive. So you have to be less indulgent in these acts. Okay. Saturn is your yoga karagraha, and yoga karagraha is also retrograde. So it might just bring about reversals at the place of work. It might just give you many things to redo or rethink. You have completed a project and now you want to redo it. So that is something which might be frustrating. And if at all Saturn is giving you very slow results, it might just speed up the process also. But remember, anything which comes very rapidly and speedily is always having some flaw. So you have to go slow. Slow and steady only wins the race. Whosoever jumps, remember, will also fall very, very badly, and it will be grave. So just go slow on whatever you're doing. Saturn is going to be in your 8th house, Navamsha also, that is Sagittarius. So this any which ways is going to give you a lot of frustration. Saturn in the 8th house is not a good position, and it is sort of a, Ashtama Shani like situation. And it is going to be for a long time. Saturn is going to be till the 16th of October here in the 8th house. So this will give you a lot of slowdom and frustration any which ways in relationship. Your spouse might become very distant and cold, and there can be complications in your relationship with your in-laws also. So just work through these. I'm just preparing you. What's good about it, the whole thing is that you have a Jupiter in your 12th house. So Jupiter is a big time saving grace because it is looking at your 4th house, house of happiness. It's also looking at your 8th house, which is Saturn's ingress also in the Navamsha. So Jupiter is going to mellow down these impacts. See, we do have both the sides to the coin, good and bad to the, we do have black and white. So we have to be receptive to the good readings as well as the bad readings. Bad is something which we should prefer more because we are forewarned, and forewarned is forearmed. So that's the reason I'm saying that whatever you are experiencing in your relationship, it might just trigger even more. But if you are logical, if you are spiritually inclined, things will mellow down. And if you are looking for that happiness, the inner peace, this Jupiter is going to provide you that as well, but with confusion. This will not be an aligned kind of a straightforward decision making. You have to go through a lot of churning, and then you will get to make the decision, because Rahu is with Jupiter, not to forget that. All right. So just enjoy this week. I would say just flow with the flow. I'm sure things will definitely fall in place. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. Okay. For Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So this is, you see, Mercury is your Lagnesh turning retrograde. So whatever you have to plan quickly. Change of residence before 24th, if you can just make the payment or do something about it, because it's your Lagnesh as well as your 4th lord. So if you have to make any changes in your personality, your looks, just work on it before 24th, and maybe you can do it later, because Venus, the planet of beauty, is also retrograde. So any kind of cosmetic surgeries, as any kind of travel plans, etc., if you have to make, so please start doing it from now itself, so that you don't miss the bus. And as you know, moon's ingress in 1st, 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 11th houses is considered to be good. So 5th house transit is not that great to start with. So it might just bring about some confusion in your relationship, and there's an exchange between Venus and moon as it is. So this might trigger your distance in a relationship. It might just aggravate the situation, whichever was there latent. Now you might just come up with it or vocalize it, and it might just be a hot blown energy, and you might just have heated arguments amongst each other. So you have to keep a low key, maintain a low profile, and don't expect too much. When you have complications in relationship, you have to really figure that out, how you can find a best way rather than getting into the mudslinging. All right. And this might just give you some wasteful expenditures also, because Venus is in the 2nd house, and retrograde. So you have to be careful about your precious belongings also, and your savings. You might just spend or you might lose some money. So just be careful. Don't go haywire in investments. Just, take the advice of or help of the experts before going in for the investments, heavy investments, especially because Mercury is also turning retrograde. And as you can see, Mars is in your 4th house, and Mars is not a friendly graha. So this will cause some kind of mental agony or some kind of irritability or aggression in the family. Family members might just have friction with your family members also, since Mars has transited through your 4th house. So being the 11th lord in the 6th house from there, so it is going to cause some health issues also. So take good care. Rather, I would say that go in for some sports activity, take out that energy, vent it out, and just balance things out. Because whenever you're aggressive, it's good to go for nature walk or take some rigorous exercises, so that you can vent out that energy. Why? Because when you sweat, it's Saturn. Mars is exalted in Saturn's house, as you all know, in Capricorn. So when you sweat it out, it is actually activating Mars and Saturn both. So you're rigorously working out, and you're just getting this Mars exalted by sweating. So that's the reason Mars is happy in Capricorn sign. So you must work out whenever you are upset. This is one of the remedies everybody should follow, not just Gemini natives. Also, there is this Mercury retrograde, and we do have an exchange forming between Venus and Moon also. So you have to take care, as I said, of your belongings, about your expenditures and your relationships also. Think a little differently, about your finances, how you can grow monetarily. So you will get those avenues opening for you. You will get some ideas. You will get some foreign income also. Some people who are going to be giving you some advice to elevate yourself and move forward. It's not a stagnancy that you are, looking for. So you have to change, modify yourself to uplift yourself and grow, move forward. Okay. And also Saturn is going to be in your Navamsha of Sagittarius. And that's going to happen from the 23rd of August till the 16th of October. So it's a long stay of Saturn in the Sagittarius Navamsha. I always bring in the Navamsha position. I superimpose it. So Saturn, bring it from the Navamsha to the 7th house of yours. So this might just make your partner a little indifferent. There can be some friction. There can be some kind of irritability between the two of you. So you have to figure that out, that what gives you pleasure, what gives you happiness. Find a way to it, and you will definitely get it, because Jupiter and Rahu definitely are going to be looking at your Sagittarius sign. So it is a very, it's that moment when you will be getting the right direction, right kind of, the right kind of decision making, clarity in your mindset also. Let the Jupiter energy supersede rather than the Rahu energy. Rahu is confusion, Jupiter is clarity. And when both of them are together, we have to have a neutralizing effect. So you will get that clarity also, logic-mindedness also, because Mercury is also aspecting or in trine to Sagittarius sign. So before Mercury turns retrograde, please start doing auspicious things, paperwork, etc., so that you can just relax when Mercury is retrograde. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, Moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Okay. Now, Moon is happy in 1st, 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 10th, and 11th houses. Now here, it is going to be giving good results only in the 6th house, and where Saturn is also going to be, in Navamsha. Anyhow, I'll explain. Now, there is, to start with, on the 21st evening till the 23rd midnight, Moon is going to be in Libra sign. Now, when Moon is in Libra sign, there's an exchange between Venus and Moon. So Moon comes to your 1st house. So you have to be very careful about your emotional setup. You might get very emotionally attached, either too attached to your family, or you will just maybe have a very bad argument and you leave your family, you leave your home and go, just in temper. What we do, at times we lose our mind, we lose our wisdom. So that's why, when we get emotional, so we have to be really very calm at that time when we are emotional. So that's the energy you will be feeling, maybe with your partner, with your family members. You might just be having some plans related to your overseas travels, journeys. You will be planning everything like that. So there is too much of overwhelming energy that you'll be going through in the beginning part. Also, there is a possibility of a house change you're thinking of. Maybe you're planning already, okay, let me change the job. Let me switch this place from this place to another place. All of that will happen. And then you will come to the conclusion, okay, I have to take care of myself first, my body, my health. You will be focusing more on all of that. Also, there can be some extra expenditures that you have to make, and you will not like it. So this might just bring about on the 22nd and 23rd, especially, just take control on your expenses. Maybe, you're traveling and you're just spending too much of money and savings are depleted. So you have to be a little cautious about all of that as well. Moon will be in your 5th house. So this might just bring about some irritability with children, because Moon is not going to give good results in all the houses, remember. So there will be some kind of worry related to your children or your romance, your love, your relationship. So either or, you might just, just get too temperamental and unnecessary. You have a, fight or argument, and then you just, think of parting ways. So that is something that you have to uh, just delay this process for 2.5 days. That is 24th, 25th and a half day. So this might just give you some mellowing energy. You might just rethink about it. Okay, let's ignore it. And Mercury is also turning retrograde after all, your third and the 12th lord. So your siblings might be leaving you and going away from you, thinking of selling off the property. Also expenditures, as I said, from the on the overseas travels you might be making, or you will come across somebody from the overseas also, or some business relationship, from the overseas, some alliance, some meetings are aligned, and you're going to be very busy. On the 26th, 27th, and 28th, 10 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the morning, in Sagittarius sign, this moon is going to be, which is definitely a very positive placement. And this will give you how you can overcome the enemies, the competition. Maybe you have to sit for an exam. So this will be a very positive day for you, these 2 days especially. So if you have to make any kind of connection, you can do that. Any kind of spiritual pursuit you have to follow, some people have to do some Rudrabhishek, suppose, or you have to do some kind of ritual. So you can do that on these dates. So 25th, 26th, 27th especially, are very auspicious days for you. So you can perform any kind of rituals if you want to, any kind of litigation if you have to also file, you can do that. Health issues, if you are experiencing, you will get that relief, or you will maybe visit that doctor, or you will take a second opinion on this day. So all these are there, but you have to, as I said, Mars is in the third house of yours. So you have to work out, you have to rigorously work out to balance the horoscope, because Mars is your yoga karagraha. So the more you work out, the better your life gets at work, as well as with your in your romance also. Okay. And Saturn, as you know, is in the 8th house. That's why I'm saying that you have to take care of your health and knees, bones. You will have weak bones. Maybe you will experience that also. So you have to work out, sweat it out. Sweat is Saturn, and Mars exalts in Saturn's house. So that's the reason, the more you work out, the more you sweat, the better it gets. Okay. So strengthen your horoscope by doing this activity every day. Walk, brisk walk, run, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. So that's what. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. Okay. So for Leo natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. And as you know, Moon is very happy in the 3rd house. Okay. To start with, Ketu is there though, and there's an exchange between Venus and Moon also. So in the 3rd house, you might just feel little at peace. You will feel that you want to just spend alone time, isolate yourself from everything and everyone, and you want to just meditate or just be in that calm position. You want to enjoy the comforts and the peace and the music around you during this day. So this is a very, it's a good opportunity, I would say, that you're getting, this week to cut off yourself from the hustle and bustle and just relax, let go. Okay. Sometimes you need that. You have to be, you have to connect with that in that zone also. So that communication has to just snip off for a while. If it is not necessarily for the whole 2.5 days, 2/4 days, but at least on the 22nd, just stay calm. Your communication might just be misunderstood, and you will have to go through a lot of turmoil later. Okay. So just relax, because then that will be a loss of peace when Moon is debilitated in the 4th house also. So too much of emotions will be there. Too much of emotional drama can happen. So you have to just stay calm, when moon is in your third house. Maybe you will travel. Maybe you will go to a spiritual place. Maybe you will take your friend out and want to just be with your friend. Some friends, who you don't talk much, but still they understand you. So you might just be with that friend you can just spend time with. So that's something that you will be doing in the initial part of the week. Then we have a Mercury turning retrograde also. Must understand, Mercury is the second and your 11th lord. So you have to watch out your finances, your expenditures. Mars is as it is there in your second house. So the expenditure part is definitely on rise. Too much of expenses happening. So being the Yoga Karagraha also, as you know, it is your 9th lord, it is your 4th lord. So Mars is actually giving you some kind of expenses on the family, on your home. Maybe you're purchasing a property, you're maybe redoing your place, and you're traveling. So you're having all the expenditures in these zones. So you have to take care, and you have to take care of your partner's health also, because it is the 8th from your 7th house. So you have to be cautious about that as well. And also your siblings might be leaving you and going overseas, quite possible, if at all you have. And then we have moon transiting through your 4th and the 5th houses also this week. So this might bring about some change of place and health issues also. Too much of emotional drama, as I said, can happen. You might just feel that there are certain hurdles and impediments that you have to go through in every aspect of life. So you're feeling quite jittery and uneasy and unwell also. Mentally you feel exhausted. So that kind of a situation. Also, there is a possibility of some kind of loss of job or change of job, workplace as well. So do it before Mercury turns retrograde, all the more better. If you have to sign any contract, etc., because I've seen whenever you join in Mercury retrograde, any new assignment, job, business, relationship, you initiate that talk or anything in Mercury retrograde, it either doesn't culminate, or it just ends in between, or you have to just you complete the tenure and then you have to do it, redo it. So it's like if you're at a new job, you lose that job. So I don't want to dishearten you or something, but these are this is experience talking. So I have seen over a period of time that whenever Mercury is retrograde, the market trends, they just go up and down, they change rapidly, and either they fall or there's steep rise, or there are certain complications in the paperwork. Every time some delegates overseas and across the globe, there will be some confused state of mind related to the paperwork, communication, because Mercury is communication. Communication is not just confined to your talking. It's not about just writing. It's about paperwork. It's about travels. So all that comes under communication. So Mercury turning retrograde might just hit negatively these zones also. I've seen that happens. I'm not saying that when Mercury is direct that your charger doesn't work or something, but when Mercury is retrograde, definitely something like that. Your laptop might crash, or there can be that you have to buy a new laptop or electronic gadget, something like that. Definitely I have experienced. So be prepared. If at all you are thinking of a change of your electronic gadgets, wait for Mercury to turn direct, because then whenever you buy some vehicle or anything to do with paperwork, then you have to redo it. So it's better that you just stay calm. Don't just get carried away and make any hasty decisions right now. Just give it some time, because Mercury is going to get direct after 16th of September. So after that, you can just take a call. Okay. And moon definitely is going to be in your 4th and 5th houses, as I said. So you might just have confusion in your relationship. Also, Saturn is also going to be in the Sagittarius Navamsha. So this might just bring about isolation and some kind of distant relationship in your romance also, that relationship you're having. Or maybe children are going and leaving you and traveling overseas, a distant relationship with your children also, because your Saturn is in the Navamsha of Sagittarius as well. So all of that, you have to be a little careful that and careful about your partner's health also, because Saturn is in your 7th house any which ways. So this is what this is giving you, and take care of your belongings while traveling. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, Mars is transiting your 1st house, and we do have a Mercury turning retrograde this week, combust this week, Venus and Moon forming an exchange to start with for 2 quarter days. Then we have a Saturn transit in your 4th house, Navamsha. So bring Saturn to your 4th house, Sagittarius, and then you will see how it is troubling you there, or maybe, delaying and frustrating you. But yes, to start with, Moon is going to be in your 2nd house, and Moon is happy only in 1, 3, 6, 7, 10, and 11 houses. So 3rd house transit will happen on the 24th, 25th. So let's wait for the right time. So start with, when Moon is in your 2nd house, so you have to take care of your meals, because this is your mouth, and when Moon is with Ketu and forming an exchange with Venus, so this will give you troubles either in your food, or it will give you problems in your finance. Some delays and frustrations you have to go through when there is this Moon's ingress in the 2nd house. Untimely meals, not able to convey what you want to, something or the other keeps coming up, which is just wasting your time. Your partner is falling sick, maybe, you're not able to take your partner to the doctor, or there is some complication in your communication, and you are meeting with some failures from time to time. Your endeavors, whatever endeavors, your effort that you're putting, they are not giving you that kind of result. You feel fatigued, tired also. So make sure that to start with, you just start, working through these energies already. Take care of your body, take care of your health, fitness regime, workout. Saturn is there in your 6th house as it is. Don't be lazy, don't procrastinate, just be a go-getter. Mars is over your 1st house, so definitely you will be getting aggressive also. You will be getting analytical, getting into the depth and detail of everything. So that is something that will give you that clarity also during this week, with Moon's ingress in the 2nd house, about your finances, about your food, about your time, about how you can align everything. Moon gets debilitated in your 3rd house. 3rd house transit is not bad though, but when Moon debilitates there, you will be thinking too much about your comforts. You become too emotional about your own setup, okay, your home environment, how you can be more involved in those areas where you get that peace. Okay, there will be some progress, some kind of progress that you will see of your brother or your sister. You will meet your brother or sister this week, or your peers or people around you, and some new contracts you will be signing as well. Moon will be ingressing your 4th house. 4th house transit is not that great, because you become very emotional, and this can lead to some kind of arguments also, unnecessary heaty arguments. You might be just doing your work at home, or maybe you are redoing your place. So all of that is causing some kind of anxiety also. If you have any change that you are waiting for at the place of work, so this week might just bring that as well. But be careful, whatever you have to plan, be careful, do it before 24th or after 16th of September, because Mercury is turning retrograde, which is your Lagnesh. When Lagnesh is turning retrograde, you definitely have to lie low, especially for Gemini and Virgo signs. I would suggest that just give it some time, because you might just not be able to make right kind of choices and decisions related to your finances and your work. So wait for Mercury to get direct. Mercury is turning direct in your 12th house. Any which ways, you're going to be spending a lot of money on things that you really don't need. So just make sure that you are giving a pause, or think about it and then buy. Okay, don't be an impulsive buyer. And your 7th house is afflicted any which ways with Rahu and Saturn on the either side. So you have to be careful about your partner's health, your communication with your partner, with your in-laws, and also about your health. You have to see that you seek the right kind of doctor and right kind of advice, because it is going to give you some confusion. Some line of treatment is going to be changed. Until unless you change that treatment, you will not be getting those kinds of results also. And you are going to be very, meticulous and articulate in your creativity with Mercury and Sun in your Leo sign. And you might just be poetic, you might just write a poetry, and you might just chat with children, you might be following too much of entertainment, getting overindulgent also in all of these. But at the same time, you might mellow down when Mercury turns retrograde. Okay. So this is what the week looks like. Saturn is also going to be in your 4th house, Navamsha, that is Sagittarius. So this might just slow down things also at the workplace, in case at the home front, sorry. If at all you're, renovating your place, it might just frustrate you because it might get little delayed. Okay. All the process might just get delayed. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, moon is going to be over your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. So 1st and 3rd houses are very good for you. Moon's transit is considered to be very good in 1 and 3 houses. So this moon is going to be forming an exchange to start with Venus, your Lagnesh. So Lagnesh coming to your 1st house is considered to be good when it's swapping places. So 21st evening, 22nd and 23rd. So this is something which is going to give you a lot of inclination towards relationships. You might just be getting too overwhelmed with whatever you're going through. You might just be doing too many things at a time. You have to seek the help of, or you have to seek Lord Hanuman, because Ketu is in the Lagna. Mars is in your 12th. So you have to any which ways take care of your body, take care of your emotions. You might be very emotional to start with, and then you might just get into that zone, that rhythm also. 1st house is very good for conveyance, buying property, some kind of, learning process. You might just get very much in that zone of learning and imparting knowledge, and it is good for your job satisfaction also. Anything to do with your connection with the people. You might just have a good connection with your partner. You might just convey whatever you are going through to your partner also, and this might bring about some new assignments also to you. So this is a good time. And Saturn is going to be in your 3rd house, Navamsha also. So from 4th, it is transiting your 3rd. So it's good for you for travels, for learning, for meeting people, communicating with people, and the courage that you were lacking. Now you will be getting that courage also. This is a good time for starting new ventures, new education, and also maybe working through your finances. You're going to be thinking about growth. You're thinking about food. You're thinking about finances and family. So just see to it that you don't go overboard in your expenditures. Your expenditures are on rise though, and there are people who are going to be maybe becoming your enemies at times. There's a lot of competition that you have to go through. Enemies doesn't only mean that enemies literally, but yes, there can be too much of competition that you have to go through. But at the same time, this is a very beautiful week because you're getting a new head start, and because the whole cycle has come to an end and moon is starting with the new cycle this week. So that means this is going to be the 27-day cycle. Whatever you do on the first day, it is going to continue. So start something new. Some new energies are coming your way. And Mercury is also turning retrograde, which is your 9th and 12th Lord. So you might just have to review whatever you have learned in the past. You might just review, you might just be studying even more the same subjects, the same thing over and over again this time. And review your expenditures, I would say. If you're thinking of buying some new electronic gadgets, you have to do it before 24th rather than just, maybe, there is some problem in the new gadgets and then you have to return, or there, some stuck up energy you will feel with Mercury being your friendly graha. And also Venus is retrograde, Mercury is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde. So these are the grahas for you. So if they are all retrograde, it might just cause some frustration, but at the same time, you will expedite everything and you might just get too much energetic also. So work out. That's the best remedy for you. Work out. Don't leave any kind of, um, whatever you can, don't leave anything unturned. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, moon debilitates in your first house. It's going to be in your 12th, then first, and then second. So when moon is in your 12th house, it's not considered to be good. It's good in the first house, but it debilitates there. It's not good in the second house also, but that's okay. We do have good bad transits. So when moon is going to be in your 12th house, you might just isolate yourself. There's an exchange between Venus and moon also in the 12th house. So this might just bring about some change. You might leave your place, your home. Expenditures might increase, especially on the women counterpart in the family. And also you might just have a short temper. You might lose your cool. This can, by the end of the day, you're isolated. It's like that energy. 21st evening onwards, you have to be careful about your mental setup. Don't pick up any argument, unnecessary argument. Don't spend on things that you don't really need. And this might just bring about, some competition also, that feeling of enmity, that feeling of jealousy, all of that can happen till the 23rd midnight. So 21st evening till the 23rd midnight, you have to lie low. Don't be too confused about your people around you, you don't misunderstand them. So that is something which you have to work on. Expenditures are definitely on rise. You might just connect with some spiritual guru. You have to go and meet somebody in the hospital. Somebody's in the hospital, you have to look them up. So you might just go to a hospital also. So isolation is also because of your own health. Maybe there is some health issue you're feeling, some digestive issue you're experiencing, and you're just, going to visit the hospital for that. Also, then moon will be in your first house. So first house transit is good for starting new alliances, new tasks, new people you will be connecting with. And also this will be good for progeny. If at all you want to conceive, you want to, this is a good time. Anything that, you want to learn, some literature, you want to impart knowledge to others, all of that is definitely positive. You might just get very emotionally attached to your people. You might just do things which actually, connect the people with the family to the family. So these are definitely going to be the energies this week. Saturn is also going to be in the Navamsha of second house, that is Sagittarius, from the 23rd August till the 16th of October. So this is the time when you will experience Sarasati-like results, because Saturn in the second house might give you that. So you have to be a little careful about your expenses, about your mental setup. Don't pick up on anybody. Just don't push anybody, or take care of your diet, your health, your sleep, your food habits. Don't procrastinate. These are the few things that, I keep repeating when Saturn is being talked about. So you have to work on these areas. Saturn is retrograde. Saturn retrograde behaves like a Mars. So you might just be very aggressive in your speech with your family members. You might just lose your cool often. So all of that you have to take care of. Don't be too, I would suggest that don't be too nitpicky. Instead, just let go, just be flexible. That'll help you yourself. Mercury is turning retrograde, being the ruler of your 8th house. So 8th house and 11th house also. So this is good for you in a way, because the Akara Graha, when it turns retrograde, it gives good results. I've seen. So this is a good thing for you, that Mercury is retrograding, and it will just give you some growth and some avenues opening at the workplace. People, authorities, co-workers, your colleagues, they all are coming together and they're going to be helping you out, whichever task you have been assigned and it's stuck. So you will get that progress also being visibly, you will be growing. And we do have moon's ingress in the second house also this week. So by the end of the week, you will experience that you are not able to eat right kind of food. You might just go out for dinner and you have some digestive issues. So be careful about what you eat, what you talk, because this is going to be giving you some kind of negative energy also amongst people. So take care of your finances. Don't invest blindly. You have to watch out whenever you are investing. Take the help and advice of the right kind of people, the experts. Okay. You are going to have some tiff with your very close friend. So be careful about that also. This week, you have to be cautious. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and first houses. So moon gives good results in the 11th house and the first house. So 2 houses, moon is going to give you good results. So this is a good week for you, because in the 11th house, you might just come across your friends. You might just want to spend more time with your family or people around you. You want to connect with your community you move around in, party, communication, talking to people, all of that is quite possible. And friendship, of course, you're going to be devoting more time on your friend circle that you have. And investments, you're thinking about investments. Ketu is there, so you have to be highly cautious about your investments, no heavy investments. And Rahu is there in the 5th house, so take care of your relationships also. Relationship with your children, relationship with your partner, relationship in totality, if we see. So wherever there is drama, there is some relationship. So that is why 5th house is entertainment also, and it is the past life punya, purva punya. So that is where you meet those people only who are going to quit your karma and quit their karma with you. So if there is something happening during this week which calls for too much of if it calls for some aggression, some kind of irritability, you feel that I don't want to be with this person, unnecessary why this is happening. So remember that time is the time to quit the karma. So just do it, flow with the flow, and keep accepting whatever comes your way. Though it sounds very, philosophical, but yes, this is only based on the planetary configurations, because Rahu is there, Jupiter is there. Jupiter wants you to be wise, Jupiter wants you to do things more spiritually. Rahu doesn't. Rahu says material. So that is why, there is a lot of confusion whenever Rahu and Jupiter are together. So who wins? It's all up to you. Which side of yours supersedes, it's all up to you. Because since Rahu and Jupiter are there, people are having that confused state of mind, whether I should do this, whether I should not do this. So this is something, you have to check on the individual plane, that which side of yours, which part of yours is superseding. Okay, Mars is there in your 10th house. There's no other planet in the Kendra. So you might just get very aggressive any which way. So that aggression you have to channelize. You have to channelize on your working, on your workouts, on your work, on your profession, on your career. There are certain new things which are waiting for you, new growth prospects waiting for you. So work through that. Saturn, as it is in your 3rd house. It's a good transit for you because it is going to give you that courage to make decisions also now. That there is less slowdom now with Saturn retrograde. Just complete it, just go be a go-getter. This is the time you will get through all the, stuck up energies that you have been experiencing. Venus is also retrograding in your 8th house, which is not bad, because Venus is an akara graha, not a friendly graha, being retrograde in the 8th house. So this is going to give you some improvement in your relationships also. Good time for enhancing and uplifting your career and your health also. Maybe you will come across some right kind of treatment, or is the right kind of doctor also. So this is also, Venus is precision, very precise, detail. We don't see it from Mercury only, we see from Venus also. So the Venus here is going to make you very suspicious also. So be careful about your mental setup. Moon is going to be in your 12th and first houses this week also. So 24th, 25th, you have to be a little cautious about your expenditure part. You have to be careful about what you think, what you want, what you are going to be doing with your life. This is the time when you are having a lot of psychic setup. So you have to be receptive, take care of your health also. Don't be too much into isolation. You might just be getting in that zone gradually. 26th, 27th, again, the cycle begins, and it's a good transit for you because moon is going to be in your first house. So this is favorable for childbirth, for progeny. For progeny, of course, is also childbirth. So you have to maybe, complete the task, look good, work on yourself, work on your speech, literature, mantras, all of that you will be working through during this moon's ingress on the 26th, 27th. We do have Saturn in Sagittarius, Navamsha also. So this will make you a little indifferent. People might just be thinking something else about you, you think differently. So suddenly you will change, your perspective will change, your persona will change. You might just become very isolated. You might just become very indifferent, So that is like detaching energies, when your Saturn is over your first house, so it happens. Now, why I'm talking about Saturn in the first house? Because Saturn is in the Sagittarius Navamsha. So you bring it from there to here. So it is superimposing. So Saturn is in your first house in the Navamsha from the 23rd August till the 16th of October. So that's the time you have to be cautious about your mental setup. You have to lie low. Okay. Think differently, but don't be indifferent. Also, Mercury is going to be combust and retrograde also in your 9th house. So this is a good time for planning everything well. Now is the time when you might just be traveling. Some people travel. It's your 7th and the 10th Lord also for work, maybe. You have to work on yourself, maybe your looks, your personality, your writing, your learning. You are enhancing all of those areas also during this time. And it will give you those opportunities also, clarity also as to what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to be more helpful to others, how you can be uplifting yourself. I'll be making a separate video on Mercury retrograde though. Please do watch Mercury's transit into Leo sign. That is also a very important video. So Moon is going to be interacting with Mars also this week by the end of the week. So you might just get a little aggressive on the 27th. So be careful. I think the best remedy would be work out, sweat it out, because second Lord is going to be in the Kendra. So this is a very good remedy. If you work out, the finances will get positively impacted. So it's up to you how you do it. If you can't do it, then at least meditate, do yogic practices, do yoga. That will also help if you can't work out rigorous workouts. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this moon is going to be transiting through your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. So moon's transit through the 10th and 11th houses considered to be good, and not the 12th house, of course. So when it is in the 10th house, you will become very much cautious about your work. You want that upliftment now. You want that reputation, you want that everybody should acknowledge you. So this is like, getting connected with the higher authorities now straight away. Maybe you will get that accolades. You will get recognition, acknowledgement from the seniors, or you have finished the project and you're going to be showing it to the or sharing with your insights on the same with others, and they will be really zapped. Oh wow, he's done or she's done a very good job. So that self-confidence is going to increase. Your ideas are going to be acknowledged. That's why when moon is transiting through the 10th and the 10th house, it's back-to-back 2 houses, 5 days, very good transit. So it's for everybody. It applies for everybody whenever moon is in the 10th house. So you should actually appreciate yourself, your good acts. You should do good acts. You should perform some rituals. If you want to do some puja, you want to visit a shrine, you want to visit a religious place, you should be doing that. Thanking the superior, that is the superior most self, that is the divine. So this will give you some kind of positive energy here, and you're moving towards success also. Moon will be in the 11th house from the 24th to the 25th. So this is also very good time for monetary gains. Though moon is going to be debilitated here, but it will give you the direction. Okay, maybe it will not give you that monetary growth, but it will give you that, show you that direction. So now you're mentally thinking how I can make money out of money, what should I do, how I should be making more friends. You will be thinking on all those grounds and lines also. Maybe your friends will be helping you out during this time. You will get carried away also. Maybe you will take such a decision that you get carried away, and maybe it's a wrong decision. So you have to be cautious about that though. But yes, you will be getting very much into the finances part. And Mercury is turning retrograde in your 8th house. So you have to take care of your health, your speech, your documentation part, and also it is other people's money, taxes. So you have to be paying your taxes for sure. If at all you're hiding, then this Mercury retrograde will bring about those also out. So in the limelight. So it's better that you do it yourself rather than, getting that mudslinging or anything like that, where you have a spot or a blemish on your image. Okay. Mars is in your 9th house, and it is definitely giving you that inclination to learn more, acquire more knowledge, meet more people, work out, sweat it out. Lagnesh, of course, is actually also the ruler of your 2nd house. So Saturn is also giving you that kind of support right now with retrogression. So Mars exalts here, in the 1st house. So you will get that kind of support. You will be getting in that zone of working out. You will be getting into that zone of acquiring more, learning more, getting the things balanced out. In case you're having trouble in relationship, you will get that sorted also. If you're having any health issues, you will get that sorted as well. And there is a possibility of a travel plan also coming through. Investments, of course, you have to be cautious. You have to take care what you want to do and how you want to upgrade yourself. 12th house transit is not considered to be good. That is on the 26th and the 27th. And this might just disturb your sleep, your peace. You might just leave your home or isolate yourself. There is no timely food. You might just meet somebody in the hospital and you're just disturbed hearing the other person's story, or somebody is in the hospital from your family or your friends. So you are quite disturbed due to this moon's ingress. You might just lose your temper. You might just be too much emotional. So all that is the energy of the 12th house. Not just that, you might just be getting in that zone for some into that meditative zone. 12th house is meditation also. It's the house of death also. It's a cycle coming to an end, right? So you might just feel that, the whole body is getting calmer whenever moon is in the 12th house. You must actually drink milk before sleeping so that, you feel a little better in these areas. Okay. So yeah, this is what is going to be happening for Capricorn this week. And we do have a Mercury turning retrograde, and Venus is already retrograde, and Saturn is going to be in your 12th house. Navamsha expenditures are definitely going to be on rise. So keep a watch on your expenses, tone it down, okay? Save more. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. So moon's ingress in the 10th and 11th house is good. 9th house, it is not that great. So when moon is in the 9th house, you actually, want to travel. You're traveling in your mind also. You're just a traveler. It doesn't only mean that 9th house is physical travel, but you're mentally also traveling. You're thinking many things. You want to learn more. You want to acquire more knowledge. You want to meet the right kind of people who actually guide you through. So you are having all of that. And this can lead to visiting the religious places also. You might come across somebody from the religious place. You might be doing some rituals. You might be performing some rituals yourself also. You might be reading some scriptures, some mantras, some texts, from the past, from the Vedic culture. You might just be doing that also. Not just that, but maybe some religious texts also. I will not confine to Vedic astrology or Vedic culture, but any kind of text you might be reading which involves some religious part also. Sanskrit texts, as we say, in India. So all that you can, maybe you're learning a language like that also. So this is something which this to start with, 22nd, 23rd moon is going to be giving you the results. And there's an exchange between Venus and moon also. So this might bring about some relationship question getting better. Expenditure part also is going to be taken care of. Remember, your Yogakara Graha Venus is retrograde, and there's an exchange. So this might just mellow down the impact of the complications that you're going through in your relationship and also suffering in your finances. So this might just mellow down the impact, and it might just give you good results this week. To start with, moon will be in your 10th house zone, and that is on the 24th and the 25th. So 10th house and 11th house, both the houses, that means 5 days are very positive and good for you. So enjoy these 5 days. If you want to learn more, you want to meet more people, influential people, you want to complete the tasks, expedite all of that. So this is a good week for you. Fulfillment of desires is also on cards. In case you have anything to do with your acquiring knowledge, intellect, sharp intellect, use it. Creativity. So this is going to be giving you that inclination also during this time. Spontaneously, you will start replying, responding to people, any kind of presentation you're giving, and people will just accept it and give you accolades. If you're a student, you will just be, answering all the questions, some competition on cards. So you will be attaining that success that you have been waiting for. In the 11th house, it's the house of fulfillment of desires. After all, Saturn is transiting there in the Navamsha. So bring that Saturn here. In the Navamsha, when Saturn transits, bring that Saturn to, or any planet to, the first house, the Rashi chart, and superimpose it and see how it is interacting with other planets. Now, if you see, Saturn is a delaying planet. Saturn is a frustrating planet. Saturn is slowdom, boredom, laziness. So when Saturn is in your 11th house, it might just delay the process of attaining success, attaining the kind of growth that you are expecting. So this might just give you that, all of that as well. And whatever money you have spent, money will be, you have spent, now you can maybe, get it back, because your Saturn is that planet which brings about that discipline also. So you will not spend on anywhere where you that it's a sure shot loss. Saturn won't let you do that. Progeny on cards, if at all you want to conceive, you want to deliver, so all of that might also happen during this a tenure of Saturn in the Sagittarius sign till the 16th of October. So it's a conducive period for that. Also, you can be very creative as well. Also, there is a possibility of Mercury turning retrograde might bring about some health issues to your partner or to you, because Mars is in the 8th house as well, not to forget. And your second house is hemmed between two malefics. So this might just bring about some complications in the relationship and health issues also. So you have to take care of your diet, about your speech. Don't get too aggressive. Don't get carried away, and don't get influenced by what others are saying. It might just be too complicated then. Okay, so just watch out. All right. So everything I've covered, I think. Yeah, so this is it. Health, relationship, no litigation, not right now, because Rahu and Jupiter are together. So just take care of all of that. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this is the week when you can start something new business, education. If at all you're thinking of any kind of growth, change of job, change of place, you can plan it really well this week, and it is going to give you that success also. It might just bring about some hiccups in the beginning, and you might just have complications in your relationship, but you can also figure that out this week as to how you will be getting that solution. Maybe you want to part ways, you will file a divorce, etc. So that is something which is one aspect. And the second aspect is that you go to the counselor and you just don't want to part ways finally. So that is one aspect. Then comes the business aspect. So this can bring about some kind of investment from the investors. So this might just increase that limit also. So you will definitely be doing well there. And there can be, but some complication in your profile. Maybe your profile has something amiss and the investors don't like it. So you have to redo it, um, just be on your alert all the time that, okay, because Mercury is also turning retrograde, being the 4th and the 7th lord. So you have to be on high alert when you're signing papers, when you're making your documents, you're getting your documents ready, and if you're going in for some kind of investment planning. So you have to seek the help of the right kind of people. Only then you will get that sorted. Also, at the workplace, you will get acknowledgements this week. You will get that kind of accolades that you have been waiting for. Those presentations that you have prepared will be liked by everybody. You will be getting that appreciation from others and acknowledgements also. First house is hem between two malefics, Rahu and Saturn. So you feel that you can grow, you can do better, but you're not getting that kind of recognition that you deserve. But at the same time, this week will give you that clarity also. It will give you that kind of growth that you have been waiting for. So that's towards the end of the week. So be patient. You will get what you have already worked on. So you have to be getting that recognition. Nobody can take it away from you. So don't worry, things are going to get better with the passage of time. And of course, eat right kind of food, because you can have digestive issues this week. So yeah, I think this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. I hope you like the predictions. And if at all there is anything that I missed out on, please do write in the comment section. I try to respond to each and every comment. But yes, off late, I have been a little busy, and I have not been able to make enough videos. I know there are so many videos that I have not made. So I will try to catch up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great, great week ahead. Om Tat Sat.